doing too much. I was wondering how the game over conditions would be done game-wise. I think I have a base idea using UMG, but I'm not sure how to do a system where if health float equal or less than or equal to 0, then display UMG widget and stop the rest of the game in the background. What I would do at that point is I would set the game on pause, so everything stops. Then set your input mode to UI only and call the UI for your game over screen, giving, obviously like quit, restart, see high scores, whatever you're looking for. When it pulls up that screen, you should be able, even during pause, to be able to access that. And if you hit restart, it should restart your level or restart wherever you wanted to go, like whether it was a most recent save point that's saved in your instance or save state. If you want to load or whatever, what have you. But the way I would do that is if health equals 0, run your whatever your death script is. So if you're destroying the actor, run the on actor destroyed. That sends like a event dispatcher to your game state that says, okay, game's over. Go to UMG screen. Blah. And by setting the input mode UI only, you should be able to avoid messing with other actors, and if you pause the game, then everything should just kind of stop. Alternatively, what you could do is simply load another level that is nothing but a UMG screen. So instead of going through the trouble of pausing everything where you are, messing around with all that, once you hit 0, boom, you die, whatever, load your level to restart game level or end game or what have you. You're still technically in the game, so your game state will not lose whatever points or things you've done. Then you can choose whether or not you want to quit out or restart or load or anything like that, and you're doing it within the safety of a individual level that's not being affected by what was happening in the game originally. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay. Okay. Hey, that actually works. Boom. How do you like that? And actually, I could show you that here. So first, let me save. And then we're going to create a new level. Empty level. Game over screen. Which on this, we're going to call it well, first set input UI only, lock mouse to viewport, create widget, get player, get controller, yes, I'm making a widget, just hold your horses. Boom, game over. If it's indexed in the level BP as level 1, you can make the button check that and change to a certain level depending on it. Well, you can do things like, in fact, I'll show you. It'll be easier for me to show you on that one, because I would do it in a slightly different way. So let me increase the size here. Blah. Let's call this game over. You have reached the game over screen. Woohoo! Okay, then I would create user interface, blue, level, select. Now I'm only going to make one this time, but the theory behind this actually works. Boom, custom 500. So text, create binding, promote to variable right here. We're going to set this as editable, expose on spawn. That's important. Make sure you do that. Okay, if you want the text to do anything extra. Okay, next one is onClicked, open level, to name, or okay, so let's try toString to name. Boom. So what we're doing is literally we have made a button that goes, hey, you are selected. What's your variable? You know, what level are you going to? So if we pull that in here, we go level select. Boom. And we aren't able to see inside of it. Oh wait, there it is. Go to our open level, and let's see, top-down BP, top-down example map. Okay, that's an easy one. So in our game over screen, we set this to top-down example map. And you know what? That's all this is. That's all this is going to be. Game over. Also, in this specific level, game mode is going to be set to none. There's going to be nothing here. So when we hit play, for some reason it spawns that. Okay, fine. You want to play rough? We'll play rough. Clear, or let's see, move all widgets. Add to viewport. There we go. So now we have removed all widgets. We have made it to where the only input you can give is in the UI. Just to double check. We create the game over widget. We add it to viewport. Boop. This should have been removed. At least we can't actually update it. But now if we press this, it loads us back here. Okay. And we need one more thing. So, boom, set input game and UI. take off lock mouse to viewport, remove from parent. However, for some reason it's now being freaky. So the reason it's being freaky is simply because I haven't gone through and set up everything to to check for specific, we want to repossess, we want to make sure that the game mode is set up, we want to make sure the game state is properly set up, blah 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 blah. This is a very hacky, hastily thrown together version, but that's effectively how I would do it. I would basically use the open level command. Like, once you do that, it's really just, hey, what is the variable, and you can literally just set that to a editable variable. So whenever you call it inside of another thing, so like you got all these buttons, so like I could be like, let's see, take this, oh, wrong one, take this here, and I want it to be, level potato skins, whatever. So now I'm gonna go to level potato skins if I hit this one, or I could be like, Charlie the Unicorn. Boom. We are now going to Charlie the Unicorn if we press this one up here, which, I can go, oh, look, and now it's an invisible one, so we actually can't see it, and then when we press it, it's like a hidden level. Pretty cool, huh? It's actually one of my favorite tricks. We used it on a little side project we were making because at work with the support team, we like to do little things where we test each other and we constantly try to work together as if we were making our own game project. And it's just something, it helps us learn various parts of the editor, learn things that we don't know yet, or teaches us things outside of our specialties. And one of the things that a couple of my coworkers and I did was we tried to make a first-person view of 2D Joust. First and foremost, a 2D view in first person does not work. Just so you know, it's terrible. Because what we did was we used the 2D template, which, is not paper 2D. It's actually just 2D, which is 3D in a 2D space. And we put the first person camera on it, and you couldn't look around, so all you could do was look forward. It was great. Anyways, I was in charge of the UMG stuff, and I made I took the original Joust ending screen and did things like there was this egg on one part of the screen, and if you clicked it, I took a Photoshop thing and made an image that was invisible until you clicked it, and then it did an animated crack along the egg. So it was just kind of like the little teasers and things that people throw into games. I was learning how to do a lot of that stuff. That game ended up not getting very far. Trust me, our other Battle Frogger got a lot further, but that Battle Frogger was actually a completely different game. That was our code name for it, our cheesy code names. Like, just little fun things that we've made in the support department. But yeah, so that's how I would set that up. Personally, I'm a big fan of the just go to another level, because then you don't have to worry about what's going on in that level unless you have reason to. If you have a reason to keep the player there, just do that. But if you don't, screw it. Just open a new level. It'll be so much easier on you in the long run, because you don't have to worry about everything else that's going on and trying to pause everything and trying to set everything back up when you decide to restart and all that good stuff. It's literally just boop, other level, boop, back to the first level. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, so we have officially open level. Let me go back to my original level. And I can actually show the other part here. So